throw from Dallas. With McCaffrey now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And it could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Changing up the call. Here's Daniels on second. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
To number 22, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. A 41-yard gain. First down, Washington.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They go inside give to Krosky-Merritt. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
A gain of a yard.
Daniels audible into something else. Throwing it on second down. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And he gets home. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Williams. Touchdown, Washington.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
There is 7. Cowboys nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. His first throw is an interception. Kicked off, Trey Amos. And the Commanders nearly take it back for a pick six, but he stopped at the very last moment.
They'll take over first down and
interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Going with an alternate play here. Daniels. It's brought in over the middle. Touchdown, Commanders.
Complete.
Stephon Diggs in from 3 yards. On his Moody for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
Commanders 14. Cowboys nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that looked good for a moment, Brock, with a hit charged at 3. That's going to bring up seconds. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, 55 yards out.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from the certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their 10-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now Daniels on 2nd down. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. It's Krosky Merritt on 3rd. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Daniels now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. time this game.
Intercepted.
Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head, they went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up third down.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is down for first and goal.
That's good.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So it's going to be second down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Need better results here on second and goal from the 10. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and goal, Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's fourth and goal. Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he's in for the touchdown. Well, he took a gamble and it paid off with a touchdown on fourth and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on fourth down.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Here's Krosky Merritt to open his drive. Small gain there. Maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Offense in the hurry up here.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Making a read at the line.
Second and 7.
On second down, Daniels. Diving right side, got it! It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
2 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Give it to Krosky Merritt. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Savon Rebel. Offensive line fast. Offense going audible this time.
Brings up second and 5.
Working on second down. Daniels. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
I'm an offensive coordinator in the NFL. Sitting in our team meeting, he would say, listen, my job is to get you a one-on-one. Your job is to win it. Well, that time the defense, they're paid to win battles too, and he got the job done defensively.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
On his Moody for the extra point.
Jake Moody for the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Packers 21, Cowboys 10.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Just a yard left to go on second down. Dak to the air here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll run here on first down. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard at second down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Prescott will look to throw. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to be driven out of bounds to end this second quarter, Brock. Defenders got there, but not before a pretty nice pickup. See if they can build off that in the second half.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. Ryan Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
The Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Daniels from the pistol. This one to Williams out left side. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. That's going to bring up a Commanders first down.
16 yards. First down, Washington.
They'll run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To throw, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First and goal, Washington.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Right side, quick pass, complete. And they answer. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Get ready to shake it.
I went deaf on the
Break it.
ever since you left me. More money, more cars, more shows. Ever since you left me. More diamonds, more gold, more motion, more. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. Yes, my, yes, I, Fiesta. Drop top G-Wagons, we don't do Teslas. Don't pay for the bag, I pay semesters. I turn dream girls to my new extras. Nice game girls do too. Run through the city like the 2 Live crew. Got a Harlem broad, got a Brooklyn broad. I ain't come this far just to come this far.
It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Rasheen Ali on the return.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough. Sure, you got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Working quickly here.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of game.
We're right on back to that same tight end. Well, on 3rd down coming up, I'm not going to be surprised, Kate, if he commands plenty of attention, or he may find yet another reception. Keep calling it, keep throwing it until they stop it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. He's going to go out of bounds. Give him about 15 before he did so. And he's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
That is not easy to do in this league. Consecutive, chunk, explosive plays through the air. This defense is reeling. They're on their heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They get it to Andrews on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
They'll run here with Henry, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Throwing on 2nd, Lamar. And in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jacoby Lane, capping a 7-play scoring drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Rob. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Blue here from the pistol. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down well short of the marker. Give him, looks like just about 3 on that completion. That brings up 4th down. He's got it, complete to Pickett. He's going to be hit right away and stopped, but it doesn't matter. He's got enough for that 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. Handoff down to the receiver. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
This fine Schoonmaker complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is now for 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, take in your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown! Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They answer in kind. We're tied 7-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. DeJounte Wester to return it.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is the worst case. Instead, Coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
This difference maker, well, he's up to 5 catches now for the game. And what I love about this, Kate, these are the contested catches. It may not show up as a lot of yardage, but these are the kind of catches you gain trust with the quarterback, and much more important with the rest of your teammates.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Lamar back to throw. Back to the same target, but it is the same results. Incomplete. The defense keyed in on him once again. Applied some contact to break up that catch. It's 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Jackson's going to go on 4th. And they get to him. The 4th down game backfires with a sack. And it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone. Handed an excellent opportunity by their defense, Brock. Now time to cash it in. This is 1st and goal. Blue will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Offense in a hurry up here.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Blue again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. Devontae Williams. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Going after his 2nd good from Aubrey. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14. Ravens 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. To the left side, caught by Andrews. They'll be out of bounds there. A lot to like, though, on that game. Give him about 19 yards. And that's going to set up a Ravens 1st down.
19 yards.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Working on 2nd down. Jackson. Pressure's not going to be picked up here, and down he goes. And that is now 2 for him, and quarter even at halftime.
How many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this kid run out of so many sacks? So impressive. He didn't just get him once. That's now twice.
On him again, and it's the same results. They drop him again. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Now here's Lamar. And this one is launched downfield. It connects on the deep shot. New life and some momentum. What a play coming through on 4th down. At that distance, there was no hiding what they were going to do, Brock. And yet somehow, they still got it done.
Yeah, that's demoralizing defensively. I mean, there's just no other way to put it, and that is empowering offensively. Almost feel like you get a gift.
Now it's Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Ravens. Zay Flowers in from 43 yards.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Luke with the point after. And we're back square, 14 apiece here.
14.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he gets him around 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Prescott will look to throw. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And they're all over him. He can't even get that second throw away. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Back to the Ravens, LeJohntay Wester. So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak to the air here. He finds Pickens left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big play from the Cowboys. 35 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a body conduct. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line, second down. Now Dak to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Into the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Quick throw right side. And will get them the first. Look at that effort. Short when the catch was made. There's the extra effort that keeps this drive going.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Give on second here to Blue. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cowboys. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Western on the return. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Throwing on second, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. He gets to him, take him down after a gain of 3. That's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Baltimore.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Jackson to throw it. Gets everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets home. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman goes in from 62.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
One after by Luke is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Abani Kanda. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Dak. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Blue gets the handoff. Get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
3rd down run with Blue. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. He's on the move, past the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. So determination there. This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ali to return it. Come coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. We'll kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Gets it again to Walker. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. 1st down coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rush.
The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I certainly get the temptation to go for it all at once, especially with the time being a factor. You got to fight that temptation as a quarterback. Play smart, make the right decisions. And in this situation, you can't ever force it.
He's got his man. This is Walker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up 1st downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd down. Here's Lamar. He's not going to be able to get rid of it, so they got to him. Now the Ravens are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Now here we go. Now we're getting to one of these situations that you've been practicing and talking about all week, Kate. Defensively, you are verbalizing no hero plays, no interceptions. That ball comes to you. Just find a way to knock it to the ground.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th downs. Got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and then they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Get ready. Yo, Preem, give me that turnaround. Yeah, that's it. Jesus, the king out of Queensbridge. At ease us with your lyrical thesis. Me just chilling, buildings, high ceilings. Billions of my vision. Please, I'm from the P's. VVS on freeze. Esco, Pablo, silked out in Cabo. The prettiest, high tech like NVIDIA. Just that smart, I know a little about a lot. When you come from less, you learn particular plots from the pots, checking in on parlays of parfait.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Machine Ali on the return. Shoves one away. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that is good for a Baltimore first down.
And the Raven first down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. It's a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Luke with a point after. And that's looks good for a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 0. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete.
First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they're going to answer with one of their own. Touchdown, Dallas. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Aubrey gets the point after to go. They're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ali to return it. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they let a big hit on it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Looking on 2nd down. Jackson. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now here's Lamar. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Look by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
You know, in this league, you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
We send a man in motion. Jackson's going to go on 4th. Finds him on the slant. He's going to be stopped right away, but that 13-yard gain enough to extend this drive. Offense up to the line fast.
1st down, Ravens.
Out of the gun, Henry. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done. Looking quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jalen Townsend, the man on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Lester finds the football, complete. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit.
First down, Baltimore.
He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Jackson a throw on second. Forced out to his right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Turning to Henry on third. Going to the defender. We've got a foot race. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his second already in this opening quarter.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
One after by Leap is up and good. And our score 14-7 now here in the first. So we're through one. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Up the middle, Blue. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
19 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore off the...
I don't read the newspapers because they all have ugly prints.
At the starting of the week, at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Damian Pierce now to return it. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop it.
Over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up second down. Well, they told us in our meetings, Brock, they wanted to make a statement on the very first play from scrimmage, and they very nearly got it there with a sack. Instead, he got the throwaway, but it is incomplete.
I will say, though, I think the message was still sent, Kate, because that quarterback's picking up the pieces. We know the impact those early hits can have.
And this is going to hit the ground incomplete. Looking for that same man. Defense was ready for him with that hit. Third down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Here he goes, third and long. And once again, they can't connect. Now, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
At the 29-yard line.
That right there, exactly. That a well-designed blitz can cause Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Blue here from the pistol. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Look at that power. Deep left side. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down.
It's now
Went for that
down.
big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs, and that's a great field position.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Thrown all the way to the end zone here. Looking end zone and incomplete. Oh, would have been a one-play touchdown drive if they connected. But they're going to need at least a second snap now.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
With Saquon Barkley. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing here, Hurts. Lennon's got it, left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
From the red zone on first. Dropped. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Kenny Clark. And that will make it second down now and 16 to go. On the draw, it's Barkley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. He took all that talk of waving the white flag on second down. Rocky pushed that away. He said, get that flag out of here. Nearly got him the first down on that run.
I just love that call, too. I don't think coordinators do that enough. You think you got to throw your way out of it? Run that ball to get back on schedule.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. Want a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Elliott connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll give up the gut to Obani Kanda. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. On the give, it's Blue. Stop is made after a gain of about 7, but it's going to be enough for the first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Now it's Blue. His foray up the middle, that's about 3. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
All I need is one night. All I need is one night. I went deaf.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Third down, they need 7. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to give Dallas the first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll start the drive with Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Receiver gets it on the handoff. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. That back remains hungry.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 19-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. On second down, Dak. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up third down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They'll air it out on third. He finds Pickens left side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Blue gets the handoff. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. The Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. He gets it again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up third and goal from the 2. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on third and goal. Blue. And he runs it across. Touchdown! Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4.
Cowboys 7, Eagles 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Hurts to throw. Taking a shot deep here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So that's second down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Cowboys will begin the fourth quarter with a football following the interception.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Aubrey puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Shipley now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Throwing on second, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down. Going with blue here. First down and more past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Second down, here's Dak. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And out of bounds he goes after a gain of 8. It is third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now Blue. We're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Blue running to the right. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. This one's caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown! C.D. Lamb scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Into traffic, complete. He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up the first.
Gain of 13 yards.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Eagles, 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got it near the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot. Unfortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Running back motions right. It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. From the pocket, looking for a target. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive. Now to throw. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown,
Dallas Goedert
Philadelphia.
finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Cowboys 17, Eagles 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A 3rd down run with Blue. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And it's going to be 4th down. Great bid for the line. Almost got there, Brock. Just needed that last step or 2 to pay off. They did not. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
17 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
They're going to pass it here. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. And those are the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Setting up to pass. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he will score. There's no time left. That should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
That keeps the score Cowboys 23, Eagles 10.
Scoring not enough, apparently. They want the ball back immediately. They've set up for an onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
The onside kick is recovered by Philadelphia.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
Scream a line loud enough that someone will believe. It may seem fairly obvious, but I don't think you'd agree. Please refrain from thinking it's what got us in this deep. Yeah, there's a pattern from the past and it lives and dies with me. Hey!
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Lambeau. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Play action, Love. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
That's a gain of 7.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And they're turned away on third and short. They might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Fourth down. Here's Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they drag him down just in. Shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Packers nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Okay, you typically draw that play up, a tight end on a corner, and you think that's a win for an offense, but not against him today.
Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. 40. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. That's a Green Bay touchdown. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that only fitting place was the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to give Dallas the 1st down.
Gain on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Blue here from the pistol. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Cuts it to the right sideline. He stops finally after a gain of almost 30. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Blue. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On second down, Dak. Completed here to Pickens. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
The goal of running that drag route is to get a chunk in for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They'll run it here on third down. And this one stopped fairly close to that first down. Good challenge, but they face fourth down.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. Then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always the touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive. Here's Jacobs. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. So it'll be second and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Here's Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, it's Love. Right back to Watson. This is Combs. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gains, and they got that first down, too. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
There's Love to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And the Russia's going to win this rep. They get to him. And that makes it second and very long.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Second down. Here's Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. And this is another incompletion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Time for one quick snap and then a field goal try.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Handoff now to the receiver. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for a Cowboy first down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40.
His kick is good.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 20. And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Dak. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You know, you give your guy a chance to make a play. Those defenders, they're paid to win those battles, too. Provided plenty of contact to make sure that ball wasn't caught.
We're working a couple yards past the line. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now Dak to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25.
Prescott's pass intercepted. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Jacobs. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup
After
of
the
3.
3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Love. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Jacobs incomplete. Devin Moore there on coverage.
Love now to throw. This is Reed working the right side. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that gives Green Bay the first down.
26 yards.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
He's brought down
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Going run again with Jacobs. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Love now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's caught. Tucker back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a
On
yard.
second down, Jacobs. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They stick with Jacobs. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for our Packers. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Love looking to pass. He rolls to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jacobs trying to run his way in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on third and goal.
It's now third and
Couldn't
goal.
beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
He gets it again. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and
A loss of a yard brings up fourth.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers trail by 6. Down by 6, no choice but to go for this.
Down. 10 black.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Nice cut back to the right sideline. He's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Kate, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Brandon Aubrey
Now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Love out of the shotgun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
It leads to
We're approaching 50
10.
seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10.
Set cut. Ball is red. Black. 95.
Golden motioning left. Second down throw for Love. That's complete to Reed, out left. Pushing it up past the 30. He steps out of bounds as this play goes for 25 yards. Nice work there. And that is a Packers first down.
Yards on the play.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Thrown on first down, Love. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and a lengthy return. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Ooh, nearly gave it right back to her, but that one dropped. Very fortunate to still have a chance to now capitalize on that turnover. It's 2nd down.
Well, I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. New set of downs for them from the 31.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Back to work after throwing the pick.
31-yard line.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 7. 15 seconds left. Their only option is to get this kick back. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! Well, can't fault him here, Brock. He was going to pass up one last chance to score on your way out the door, right? A nice little closing moment for him in this victory.
Who's going to turn down that chance? Nobody, Kate. Not in this league.
Looks like they want their offense back out immediately. Here comes an onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the fumble recovery is made. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silence because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. May now off the bootleg. And incomplete to open things up.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, May. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action now. May. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Fourth down. Here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll throw with May. Completes it again to Dobbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
And they go play action with May. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
And a Patriot first down.
To throw, it's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, New England.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing here is May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air, May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kayshon Boutte, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Say hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising and tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They keep my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was barred.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. Getting close, and hit will force him to that sideline. And before he picked up 24. And that's going to get Dallas the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Dak to the air here. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. Third down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And this is going to be short. Looked for sure like he'd have it, but they stopped him about a yard short, so it's fourth down.
Gain of 11 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. First down here for Dak. And that last completion is fourth of this opening series. He's only missed one so far. On the give, it's Blue. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Give on second here to Blue. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3 yards.
Blue goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Blue gets the hand up. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple of yards that time, and they are well short of the end zone on fourth and goal.
It's now fourth and goal.
Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to win the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Right to the air is Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down, Chargers.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got a first to begin the fray. Now run here with Amari Hampton. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
7-yard line.
Throwing on second, Herbert. And he's going to go down here. They're on him back around the 28. Kenny Clark. And that means it is now 3rd and 16 to go.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for 3rd down. Herbert back to throw. And the pick is dropped. She had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. We'll make it 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They snap it to Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And not only do they pick up that 1st down on 4th, Brock, the game gets them inside the opposing 30. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Throwing now, Herbert. What a defensive play makes this one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Complete, Amari on Hampton. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Glad McConkey scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Dicker with the extra points. And they answer a field goal with 7 points, and they've got the lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. There he goes, right sideline. The 40 into the red zone. There it is, touchdown Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. Lead now up to a field goal. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. At their own 20-yard line. Play bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out with Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. 3rd and long for him here. And this one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Had to look up the middle, but trouble hanging on through that contact. That's going to force 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. He's got 20 yards at the end of this one. What a call on that 4th down play.
It's a gain of 20.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw. Herbert. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert.
14.
This is a heater going deep. Well, they had the look. Shirley didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Pushing it here to try to at least get in the field goal range, Brock, but no yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play, too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
On the move, hit it right. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's out of bounds. What a play for them, but will it stick? Oh, we got a flag down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dak. Going deep here for the end zone. And they are not going to get it all to begin the drive. Wanted to begin and end the series in just one snap, but that look to the end zone unanswered. It's 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Buying some time right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Toward the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12. That's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. We need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. There he is, Davis to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Herbert. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. All right, so trailing right now. Looking up at the scoreboard block. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Complete here to Hampton. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Connection made again with Hampton. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Flushed out of the pocket. It's his running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And he gets home. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Omari on Hampton from 10 yards out. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. He stopped on a run back to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3.
A 3rd down run with Blue. Stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Throwing out to the left. Cup. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Blue here from the pistol. And he will not get the 1st, but ooh, this is close. He's picking up about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Up the middle, Blue. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. That's got a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Blue gets it. And he is into the end zone. Cortez takes it. Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5.
14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. And an excellent effort there, sets him up almost at midfield.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Running back sent in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert swapping play calls here.
Los Angeles.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 34, Herbert bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Johnston. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Quentin Johnston, a 34-yard effort. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made a line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. You've got a small lead. Not sure what they're thinking trying this now. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. New set of downs from the 37. Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Now Herbert on 2nd down. Looking with his fullback now. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Chargers facing a 5-point deficit. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing now, Herbert. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. They'll send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Setting up to pass. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. But 14 yards as the chains reset. Nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that moves quarterbacks what a shot away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Changing up the call. They'll look to throw it. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Turpin with a return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
7 seconds remaining. This might be it for them. Dak to the air here. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they face 2nd down. Down to their last snap here. Good throw outside, and they might throw this again. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And the tackle's made, so no miracle touchdowns at the buzzer. This game's over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Get ready. Yo, Preem, give me that turnaround. Yeah, that's it. Jesus, the king out of Queensbridge, at ease us with your lyrical thesis. Me just chillin', buildings, high ceilings, billions of my vision. Please, I'm from the P's. VVS on freeze.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive. In motion, it's Waddle. Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's a sideline shot, caught by Sutton.
It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Nix gonna throw for it. That's incomplete. Scary call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Lou will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, you know, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across. But the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Moving to his right. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. 2nd down, Nix. And a battle for this one. It is caught by the receiver. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here's Nix to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin.
Complete to Troy
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Denver 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. Nix now on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. In motion, it's Waddle. Nix from the gun on third down. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. Inside the 30.
Nix's pass complete to R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver.
Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in. And they take the lead by one on top 8-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for
so now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. A gain there of 20. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
Dak going to give this to Blue. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end.
17-yard line.
On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10. Here's Prescott. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb, and it'll be third down. Prescott again. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think, obviously, you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's taken in by Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Man in motion is Ingram. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That flag on the guard, Quinn Miners. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing is Nix. That's caught by Harvey. Down the sideline. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Nix going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Cowboys 10. Will Lutz to
The
kick
kickoff
off
team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Dragging on back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10
A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another first and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
First down.
And he's into the end zone. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will go up by a point here in the second quarter.
17. Broncos 16.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
First down, Broncos.
First down throw for Nix. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this will be incomplete. Tried to get it to Waddle. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Out to his right. He's going to look downfield once again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Denver.
Back to throw is Nix. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be taken down as time runs out. We've come to the end of the first half of play. tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Going to throw it here on first down. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to open up the lead to 8.
Cowboys 24, Broncos 16.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second down. Nix. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look underneath for Harvey. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing. Nix. To the left side. Into the hands of Franklin. And he's out of bounds. Down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. Big snap on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton, and that is incomplete. Sutton, the man he was looking for. 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll look to throw. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. In motion, it's Waddle. Nick's going to throw for it. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
This will be 2nd and 9. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. The incompletion is going to bring up third down.
And 9 yards.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. Drive rolls on here with first down and 10. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is out there. 4th and inches. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's not going any. Behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Nix going to throw again on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
First down, Denver.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Throwing is Nix. This one caught at the 4. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and 7. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's 3rd and 2. A run here with the Bonaconda. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll go. It's Blue.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Here's Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
It is second and a yard. And in motion is Ingram. A run with Dobbins. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They're trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal. Tackle made at the 10-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
That's a timeout For Dallas, it's their second. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Now, first and goal. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, all the time out, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Second and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, all the time out, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game.
18-yard attempt.
Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And we're off from Foxborough. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an on.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And that's the way to start this game. Give them 8 on that first offensive snap. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Unlike those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards, put your opponent off guard. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Here's the pistol snap to May. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Straight ahead with Williams. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane,
Yeah, these guys' early highlights, Brock. You know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
From the gun, here's a body conduct. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Looking quickly here.
1st and goal, Dallas.
The body conduct will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. And great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Blue here from the pistol. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He gets it again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. Aubrey puts it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's short, fielded at the 20. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Williams on the stop. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. May looking to throw. He'll get it complete. It's Travion Henderson. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. It's on target to Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Henderson here from the gun. Looks a tackle. He's still going. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that is a Patriots 1st down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's a gain of 9.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here in second and goal.
They go to him again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, New England. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They jump ahead by 4.
Cowboys 3.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Dak to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. That is good for a Cowboy first down. We've set it down from 37. Here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on second, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to give Dallas the first down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now Dak to throw. Fits it through the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas.
Pass complete to number 9.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that first going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, wow, and he mishit that one. The unfortunate mistake giving them excellent field position. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Here's May. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he gets home. Touchdown, New England. Romeo Dobbs, a 55-yarder. Borregales on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4.
14. Cowboys 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Goes to the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott set to pass. Headed out right. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Give to Williams from the gun. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And it looks like it is Patriots football.
We got a close game here, laid on both sides of the ball. We're getting the same message from the coaches. Any play could be the impact play that decides this one. And in this case, how about that? It's a literal impact as the big hit forces a clutch fumble.
Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
We've set it down from 37.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Zane on the ground here with Henderson. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. And bring the tight end left. Throw here, 3rd down. He finds Brown right side. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that